a lot of pop-ups are coming, a lot of advertisements are coming. Have you noticed anyone? Some mobile phones is. Can you hear me, everyone?
Yes.
Okay. So then, so what is solution for that? Anyone have any idea why a lot of notifications are coming to your mobile phone like that? What could be the reason?
We are accessing our data.
Okay, one of the main reason is that suppose this we are allowing this one. Okay, we allowed access to network control. Suppose this application is not using in our mobile phone. Suppose we are not using some built-in application. Suppose when we purchase some phones like Redmi and all, some of the built-in applications are there, isn't it? This application will actually we are not using this kind of application. Still now they are being installed, but this application will give you some pop-ups. Are you getting me, everyone? Pop-ups.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Suppose if you are restricting the internet access to this application, what will happen? Tell me, if you are restricting internet access,
The application will not work properly.
Not properly.
yeah, the application will not actually
Work properly.
yeah, no, not only working. Suppose if you are okay, please mute everyone. Some of the application like MI Pay, some are there. Okay, suppose if you are not using, or like if you are using some of the built-in applications. So this application, maybe you are not using this application. So, and also if you are not using, you cannot uninstall also because it's a built-in application. Okay, some applications are there which is built-in application, but we cannot use the, we can, if you, when we are not interested, we
Yes,
cannot
sir.
install, isn't it? It's a built-in
Yes, sir.
application. Suppose this kind of, suppose to avoid some notification, we can turn off the internet access, or we can restrict the permission. Suppose if an application is requesting for camera permissions, and this application, suppose if you are using calculator, this calculator should not use the. So why should a calculator use the camera? Is it necessary?
Yes, sir.
Camera,
No, sir.
calculator.
No unnecessary.
So not necessary. So we can restrict this kind of access. Okay. Suppose while we are actually visiting some websites, so the website is showing like allow notifications. Okay. So it is not compulsory to allow. If we provide allow this, what will happen? This website will automatically provide some notification every time. So suppose they have to publish some kind of advertisements, so they can use these notifications. So you will get notification from the website. When we click on it, we will be redirecting the site. So while an application is requesting for some service or some kind of permissions, we can restrict it. Okay.
Sir. Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes,
everyone?
sir.
Then what can be critical infrastructure means? What can be critical infrastructure means? Infrastructure. What can be a critical infrastructure? Anyone having any idea?
No, sir.
No, sir.
Okay. So the critical.
Yeah.
Yeah, tell me.
So
Continue,
basically,
please.
infrastructure is everything that is needed to form an organization. It could be the devices, some information, the data. So
Yeah.
that is
Okay, that's right. In the case of infrastructure, that's right. So here, the critical infrastructure means that the physical devices that we are depending on. Okay, the physical devices. Okay, some of the physical devices. So this, if one of these device is not working, so our that day can be in a trouble. So tell me some examples of that kind of devices which can be very much important in our daily life.
Our mobile phones.
one.
Okay, actually the physical devices.
Laptops.
So like one second, I will show you an example. So a printer is a physical device.
Yes, sir.
So in a company, an office, if a printer is not working, maybe that can affect the normal working of a company, like in a bank and all. Okay, that's the first one. Then again,
Router.
okay, so router is also good, router. Okay, and also a traffic light. One second. A traffic light. So we are also depending on traffic light, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
Suppose if traffic light is not working when you are reaching junction, what will happen?
Traffic jam.
Accident might happen.
Collision
Yeah.
will happen, sir.
Yeah,
Collision
actually,
will
if the traffic light is not working, we have to wait for a long time, isn't it?
Yes, sir. There will be more
Okay.
rush in the roads.
Yeah, so here a traffic light means that a traffic light is actually a kind of physical device that we are depending on. So here, suppose I think you have seen movies like the Doom and all, like someone is hacking into the traffic lights and all. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Suppose the traffic light is not working, what will happen? So maybe you have to spend more time on traffic. Okay. So if it is taking too much time, that can cause a huge traffic also. Okay, that's a example of critical infrastructure. So not only we have to protect our physical device, sorry, the application or network, we have to take care of the physical device also. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Next one is cloud security. What can be cloud security means?
Securing the information on cloud.
Yeah, so securing the, okay, first of all, what's a cloud means? Cloud.
The data we can store on in cloud, example of cloud or kind of.
Okay, so
Cloud.
So storing data in the internet is known as cloud, sir.
Okay, so okay, storing data in suppose imagine there are some examples of different type of cloud service you are using. Okay.
Virtual storage, sir.
Outlook.
Okay, I'm muting everyone. One second. Okay, one second. I'm muting everyone. Okay. So just once you told something, just mute yourself. Okay.
Sir, storing data in intangible server. Is it?
Yeah. Okay, that's good. So like an example is like the Google Drive, isn't it?
Yes,
Are
sir.
you getting me?
Yes.
Yes,
Yes.
sir.
Yes,
Okay,
yes,
so-
sir.
Okay, in the case of
Yes,
a
sir.
Google, okay, in the case of a Google Drive, so we are storing our data into a particular server. Okay, so here, whenever we need it, we can just access
Yes,
the
sir.
server, isn't it? Whenever we need it, okay. Suppose whenever we don't need the information, we can keep it there. Suppose we have a new information, we can update there.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay, this is the advantage of a cloud.
Cloud. Yes.
Yeah, so the main thing is that a cloud is an on-demand service. A cloud is an on-demand service, which means that whenever we need, we can access. Whenever we don't need, we can keep it there like that. Okay. Suppose. So, does everyone have laptop and all?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So, do you have VMware and all? VMware.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. So, we will do practical. Okay. So, to do practical, you have to download an OS. I will will share the details.
sir.
Okay, sir.
So by tomorrow, just download this one. I will show
Okay.
how to install. Okay, by tomorrow I will show it.
Okay, sir.
Okay, so in a cloud, you can see a cloud is here. So here, a cloud is a concept there which we are actually, the main idea is that it's not visible like that. So we can upload the content to internet. Suppose imagine, suppose you're this machine have a new data. So in early days, every machine have a laptop. Sorry, every machine have a server, like a hard disk. A laptop have a hard disk and all. Suppose like if the hard disk is filled, what was solution? If the hard disk is filled, what was solution?
So we can recover data from the recovery tools.
Okay, once the hard disk is full, maybe we have to purchase a new one, or we have to, suppose if the server is there, we can move the necessary content to that server. Okay, so it's a very costly purpose, like maintaining a server like that is very costly, and also purchasing a new hard disk for every machine is also costly.
Yes, sir.
And also, if this one of the hard disk has been damaged, all data will be lost.
That's the main.
Yeah. So in this case, a cloud concept is very simple. So whenever you have a data to upload, we can upload data to the cloud. Okay. Whenever you need the same all data you have uploaded, we can download it. We can download any number of times. Okay. How much times, it doesn't matter. We can download. So we can upload up to the limit. Okay. So then why we have to protect the cloud? Why we have to protect?
Because our data will be present on the franchise location.
Okay, suppose imagine, how do you access the cloud?
So, like different cloud service providers are there, like Microsoft, AWS is there, like this.
Sir, through internet.
Internet or sir, with the credential, login ID password.
Yes, sir. We have to.
Credential, sir.
We
By
need
using
login
email and
password
password, sir. We
we
can
need
access the data from the cloud.
login password to access that
Okay.
cloud.
Okay, one thing. So here, there will be a credential here. Suppose if a third party maintain access to your cloud. So maybe if they have steal your username and password. Suppose imagine I have your credentials of your Google Drive. So I can see all the photos or all the pictures you have uploaded. Am I right?
Yes, sir. Yes,
Yes.
sir.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So it's an example of like why we have to protect the cloud security, or why we have to make sure cloud is secure. Okay. Okay, everyone.
Yes, sir. Got it, sir.
Yes.
Sir.
But sir, isn't it our application security also?
Oh, one second, please.
So like you said that if someone will hack our Gmail ID and password, and then it can access the data that is present in our Google Drive. So there our application security also comes into picture, correct?
Yeah, actually, that's actually the main thing is that yeah. So weak credentials are always a problem. So actually, the Google Drive is more secure. Suppose even though if you're using new device itself, you will get alert, isn't it?
Need access
Yeah.
some kind of security to log in the other devices.
Yes. Yes.
Multi-factor authentication.
Yeah, multi-factor is there. Next one is IoT based. What was IoT security? IoT.
Internet of
Things.
Internet of Things. Okay, what is mean by IoT? Anyone have any idea?
So anything by which we can access the internet.
No, sir.
Like our
No idea.
nowadays our smartwatches are there.
Okay.
So
Okay.
connecting all devices to our wearable things, or which we can deal with our smartphones or smart thing.
Okay. The main.
It's like Alexa.
Okay, that's a good example. Okay, so the IoT means that the main idea behind IoT is that we can access resources. So anything. Suppose you have a fan in your house, be a light or a refrigerator, TV or anything, or like you have a car. So anything can be controlled through internet. Okay. Are you getting me?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes.
IoT means that through IoT we are able to just control anything through internet. So what are things should be needed? So basically we should have a network. So to control, we should have a smart device, and also we should have an application, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
So the
Yes, sir.
okay, the machine which is listening, maybe that should have a sensors. Okay, so like that, different hardware should be there. Okay, so here, an IoT is a combination of what? As hardware, software, applications, network,
Yes, sir.
and all, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so here, IoT is combination of all of this device. Okay, so the have you heard about a project called Home Automation? Have you heard about a project called Home Automation? Anyone?
Yes.
So your voice is not clearly audible, sir.
Yes,
Okay,
sir.
so
Yes, sir.
have you heard
Sometimes-
about Home Automation? Home Automation? Anyone?
Home auto machine, sir. I
Home
didn't get
Automation. Home Automation.
Yes, sir.
The idea was very simple. Like suppose imagine if you have a in your house.
Amazon Alexa.
Yeah, that's a good example. So like anything can be controlled. So everything with Alexa, we can control the air conditioner, isn't it?
Yes,
Air
sir.
condition.
Yes,
Air
sir.
conditioning, yeah, air conditioning can be handled, or like if a television is there, we can control by television. Okay, so everything is possible. So suppose imagine, so if an attacker gain access to your network, okay, suppose everything is controlled by network, isn't it? Everything is on network. Suppose if attacker maintain access to network, so he can control anything in your house. Maybe he can turn off your camera, or like turn on your camera, or like turn off your fan, air conditioner, anything. So anything
Whatever
can be
is
controlled.
connected to the network, he can
Yeah.
control.
Yeah, that's right. So I think that you have seen movies like some of the science fiction movies or like technology movies. So like
Yes.
some hackers are hacking into the cameras, or like hacking into doors and closing the doors, opening doors like that. Have you seen anyone?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so an example of IoT things. Okay, so why we have to protect IoT? The main reason is that if you are protecting IoT, so actually many of the future attacks are on IoT. So because we are more depending on this kind of technologies, like what will happen? So attackers can also attack us. Okay, we are comparing a lot of technology like hardware, networking, and also anywhere there can be a vulnerability. If you are comparing multiple technologies together, there can be a vulnerability anywhere, isn't it?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. Is it clear about all of these five, everyone?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So to do our practical, we have to install Kali Linux. Have you heard about Kali Linux, everyone?
Please share the link. in
Yes,
the
sir.
chat.
Yes,
Yeah,
sir. This one is
I
just for the admin purpose.
So actually, there is none of installing in the base machine. Okay, we can use in the virtual machine. I
Okay,
think that
sir.
everyone have VMware machine, isn't it?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes,
Please
sir.
share the link.
Yeah.
Please share the link in chat box so that we can download that.
Yeah. So here we can see in the site two options are there: virtual machine. Okay, go for
Yes,
the
sir.
virtual machine. So here, so which one? Actually, we can see two pictures here, like the VMware and VirtualBox.
Virtual.
Actually, it is not VMware and VirtualBox. Okay, it is not VM and VirtualBox. It is the OS. Can you see everyone? It is 2.3 GB.
Okay.
Okay, it is not the VMware or the virtual machine. It is the OS.
Okay,
Suppose
sir.
if we are using VMware, we can download the OS for VMware.
Mhm.
Okay, if we have a virtual box, we can go for the OS for virtual box. Okay,
Okay.
so
Okay, sir.
we can have direct download or like a torrent also. Both are available. Okay,
Mhm.
so if you download this one, tomorrow I will show how to install. Okay,
Okay, sir. Let's.
Okay, sure.
Sir, hello.
you tell me.
Sir, my virtual machine not working, sir. My laptop, old laptop is there.
So what's the RAM size?
Sir,
What's the RAM? RAM?
RAM 2.5, sir. It is 4 GB RAM. There is now showing 2.5.
Okay, maybe that's the reason I think. So that is consuming more space.
Okay. Any another option in there, sir? Any call?
No, actually, Kali. So actually, so other I have heard that in mobile phone some options are there.
Okay.
And that's Thermax. Actually, that's not so good. Okay, so it has some limitation. So best thing is like in the laptop itself. Okay, so do one actually, if you are using a RAM, if you are using a RAM, so if your RAM is 2.5 GB only, that's a very big issue because the Windows itself using more than 1 GB.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That's right.
Okay, so do you understand where to download?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Okay, now now the heading as hackers.
Unethical access to the information is called hacking.
Yeah, that's right. Okay, so basically, hacking means that if you have an access to something, suppose you are an authorized person. Okay, if you are an authorized person, you can download anything, or you can change, modify, or modify anything based on your interest. There is no need of asking anyone, because as per your privilege, you can do it. But if a third party is accessing your resources and they are modifying your content without your permission, okay, what we call
Yes,
it
sir.
as, tell me.
It's
Okay, so actually it's called a hacking. So suppose someone is actually accessing our resources without our permission. They are modifying the content. Okay, so here is hacking. So suppose like a third party, an unauthorized person accessing our resources without our permission. A third party person accessing our resources without their permission. Okay.
yes, sir.
Just like the simple definition.
Anyone who tries to gain unauthorized access to the network.
The process of gaining access to any other.
Got it, sir.
System I wrote it.
Okay, so now types of hackers. Okay, types of hackers.
Black.
Sir, for L1 support engineer, cybersecurity knowledge is also required.
1 second, please.
Sir, I am asking for L1 support engineer, cybersecurity knowledge is also required.
There we have a good actually we have a good idea about what all threats can be happen, what all attacks can happen. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Okay. So actually we are going to study about different types of hackers. So majorly the types of hackers are classified into mainly three. Okay, mainly three types of hackers are there. That is the black hat, gray hat, and white hat. So different types categories are there, but actually based on these three only they are being categorized. Are you getting me?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so first of all, first hacker is black hat hacker. Any
No,
idea?
sir.
Sir, black hat hackers are ethical or unethical hackers?
Yeah, that's right.
I mean,
So
Unethical.
yeah,
Unethical.
unethical.
yeah, black hat hackers.
White hat
are-
hackers are authorized, sir.
Okay, so one thing. So a black hat hacker is a hacker who don't have any ethics at all. So basically, ethics means like suppose imagine you found a vulnerability. Suppose you are a hacker.
So your voice is not audible, sir.
In a website. Okay, sorry. Okay, sorry. Suppose you found a vulnerability in a website. Okay, so you are reporting. Suppose once you found a vulnerability, you are not reporting to anyone, but you are just utilizing that. You are stealing information from the website. You are finding the person. Suppose you are finding some people's information. Then you are selling this information, or you are blackmailing the people, or like you are destroying
Privacy.
their application. Okay, yeah. So it's an example of this one, like the black hat hackers, because they don't have any ethics, but they are using their knowledge for what purpose? They are trying to destroy someone's machine, destroying someone's software, destroy someone's like the files and all. Without their permission, they are acting and they are destroying. Are you getting me?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So it's an example of black hat hackers. So like black hat hacker, these are hackers don't have any ethics.
Yes.
Okay, just write this definition, simple definition. Okay, so come everyone, complete.
Just a moment, sir.
Question number on black hat hackers.
Okay.
Yeah, done, sir.
Okay, fine. So again, next one is white hat. What can be white hat?
White hat follows ethical rules.
Sir, the term hacker is already unethical. So, what do you mean by the types?
Okay, actually, hackers are not always unethical. So first of all, the black hat. In the case of a black hat, so white hat means that suppose
Yeah.
you are a hacker, you are working in a company. Okay,
Yes,
so
sir.
you work
Yes,
in a
sir.
company. So
Yes,
you
sir.
are as per the company's rules,
Yes,
you
sir.
are working. Okay, so once you find vulnerability, you are
Yes, sir.
reporting to authority. Okay, so in the case of white hat hacker, so once a white hat hacker find a vulnerability, suppose once he visit a site. Okay, suppose he is visiting Kaspersky's site. 1 second, it's coming out. Okay, once you search on here, you found a bug there, or you found a vulnerability in Kaspersky site. So you decided to, so you have two options. You can either try to attack and destroy the site, or you can just report to the authority. Okay, you can report to authority, and what they will do, maybe the authority will find the bug and they will fix it. So maybe they will give you some rewards. Okay, so you can take the reward, or like you can just destroy the site. So here actually a white hat hacker will not demand for money. Okay, so here suppose imagine once you find bug in Kaspersky, you will report to the authority. I found a vulnerability in Kaspersky site. So if you are fixing it, so if you are not fixing, so some people can misuse this one. Okay, you are sending. So once they confirm it, they will give you some rewards. Okay, so generally this kind of site will give you some rewards. If they are not, if you are sorry, suppose they are not saying giving any rewards, or like at least they can give you some kind of appreciation or something. If you are demanding for money, they will feel like you are a hacker. You are trying to actually bargaining with us, or like they are kind of threatening us for money. Okay, so they will feel
Yes.
like that. So
Yes.
generally, these people will only report the vulnerability. So the authority will, once confirming, they will inform you about the vulnerability and they will fix it. Okay.
Okay,
Are you
sir.
with me?
Okay, sir.
So this person find the vulnerability, but he is not reporting. He is not exploiting, but he's reporting. This is called a white hat hacker. Okay.
Okay, sir. Got it, sir.
Just right, everyone.
Just a second.